taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, I want him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oh my gosh, how do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
That's caught. It's Donaldson. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. Trying to take it back. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are.
Taking it the other way. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Right on the money. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. But when I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab outside. Finds some room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, oof, that would be a fun day.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and he's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Trying the left side. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And that's the hardest. Playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete. Caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. He's got it down the right side. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Knocked down for the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner goes down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Shows him the stiff arm.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense in hurry-up mode. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have him push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nope.
There he goes.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. To the air, it's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Going right to work up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Smith. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job
turning it on. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement of the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's St. Clair. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Defense in press coverage. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to for it. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down.
Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that. He'll take the deep shot. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll get rid of it. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Lindsey. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Tracy.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Looking to throw. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. This offense has it with really good field position. They're working that left side. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Run in the red zone, it's Turner. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Try to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to barge their way in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right now.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got rid of it just in time.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll give it to him again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going for the big play. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in it.
He's got it along the sideline, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to scramble. Trying to... Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Snagged in the middle, it's Graham. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's got it down the middle. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Coming out with it, it's Hayes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off a big upset.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got the 1st down and more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Right back to the well. There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The short hands. It's Tracy. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Davis. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much if they turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They're going to ride this running back. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.